What is up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the sixth. Do you know how many sixth?
Is it sixth? I'll have a look.
I think it's sixth episode of the Roundtable Discussion. I'm here with my usual co-host Tino,
Hello.
and Tanner is at the Mexican ski shop forcing Mexicans to work and selling his skis for $150 per ski. So we've got his roommate instead. Say hello, Alex.
Howdy.
Do you have a YouTube channel by chance?
Nope.
Not at all?
Nope. I just put some content on Tanner's forum when he needs me to. You know.
Tanner is a forum?
What?
Tanner is a forum?
No, when Tanner will ask me to play games for him and stuff, and we'll put them up on the channel. We got that Arnautovic series coming soon.
Somebody start Tanner's forum, please.
This is part 6.
Alright, so welcome to part 6. On this edition we have Al, who we're going to be asking the usual questions about half an hour in, roughly, after our first break. And we also have some gaming topics. Hopefully everyone can keep up with that, and then probably for the last segment of the show we're going to be talking about football. So, if you don't like that, don't worry about it. Your word will come at the end of the show, and I haven't got one yet, so I'm not going to think about that.
Alice Smith, your word will come at the end of the show.
Yes, he got it last week, by the way, so his channel is once again in the description, as well as mine, because none of you have YouTube channels.
Yeah, but I told you I'm in talks with you.
Oh yeah, how have your talks gone, by the way? Where are they being held this year for the first day?
They're being held at wherever they hold the G8 conference or whatever it's called.
The
in
G20
in
was
like
Mexico.
Switzerland.
The G20 was in Mexico.
Okay, it's in Mexico this time.
Ooh, so you're going to be seeing Tanner Ski Shop's production line.
Tanner's ski shop. Tanner also said, "Oh, you going to Mexico?" Then I said, "Yeah." I'll be like, "Okay, can you mind picking me up some workers?"
It's not even pick up some stock; it's pick up some workers. That's going extremely racist.
For the record, we love the Mexicans.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I have nothing against them.
Carlos Fierro.
No, I actually work at a restaurant, a Mexican restaurant. So it's Tanner and I's thing.
So you work at a Mexican restaurant. You work at a Mexican ski shop.
Yep.
Back to your YouTube talks. How are you using Tanner's offices?
I don't know. Tanner's offices
Oh yeah,
in
Tanner's
Mexico.
in office.
in Mexico. At the Tanner Tower.
What part in Mexico are the talks being held in?
It's like in a secret underground.
Oh,
sort of-
definitely Tanner's offices then. Are you in the room with the blue carpet?
I think so. Yeah.
In the right corner, there is a vending machine. And I tell you what, that Coke is not Coke.
Here's a statue of you in like his office, like peeing out water.
Yeah, I modelled for that. It's completely realistic. Even though the water hose is 12 inches. Does it say at the bottom 9 titles with Liverpool 2012 to 2021?
It says, "Why did we sign this guy?"
Oh, Paul Paddy has done very well in the Portable series, which you should go check out. He has played for the Wales under 21.
Yeah, he's got some documents about you. He wanted you to be killed or something. And I don't know what he means by that. But
It's that contract he sends with the what are they called? I can't remember their name now. The Talon Force. Who are those guys from Fallout 3 who go after you when you're good?
what talent company?
Yeah, the Talon Company. You have
My series, I got attacked by a hitman. I'd never seen a hitman in that game before.
we had a bald guy with a suit.
I don't think it was a hitman. I don't think it was a hitman, but I don't think it was him.
You should see the distance. For my Let's Play, I've been playing a lot of the Red Dead Redemption Stranger Quests. Have you, either of you, played much of that?
I've done some Stranger Quests on that. I've got it on my PlayStation.
Did you do the one near Thieves Landing called Flowers for a Lady?
Don't think so.
I can't discuss with you the horrors of that quest.
The horrors of that quest.
I just can't get myself to go and do it because I'm scared shitless and I always record at night.
Why are you scared shitless?
Because you gotta go fetch flowers for like a dead woman.
Well,
It's very it's creepy more than scary because it makes you feel uncomfortable when you walk in and he's talking to her like she's real.
well. Is she just standing there?
No, she's not in a rocking chair.
Pff, bloody hell, that does sound creepy.
Very, very Miss Havisham of her.
What?
Nothing.
If you walk up to the shelves behind her, her head falls off.
Wow. Does he get mad? So it's a headless lady.
At some point it is, but her head's really creepy. And if you can't see her until you've given him the flowers. But if you get up on horseback and you look in, she's walking, but you can only see her hair, so it looks like she's still alive. And then when you walk in, she's dead. But another thing, I know lots of secrets about Red Dead now because I've been researching it for the Let's Play. If you zoom in on her with like a scoped sniper rifle, she's
Yeah.
very gently breathing.
Wow. So if I walk up into the house like, what up? Who the fuck is that?
Ironically though, she does not appear in Undead Nightmare.
Doesn't appear in Undead Nightmare. I haven't played that.
If you finish it's really good. If you finish the quest and come back a day later, the house is completely abandoned and locked.
Can't even get in.
I mean, without cheats of some kind. And I wouldn't recommend playing the Red Dead Redemption PC port because it is terrible.
There is no PC port.
There is a PC port, isn't there?
There's no PC port.
I'm sure there's a terrible PC port.
There's probably someone that's made one.
No, I'm sure the Rockstar PC port was terrible.
I swear there's not. I swear there's not one.
Maybe
I'll
I'm
look it up
thinking
on
of Bully. I'm
Wikipedia.
probably thinking of Bully.
Oh yeah, Bully. That's on PC.
Yeah, I'm sure they'd have a terrible PC port.
Have a look.
You must look for me. Thank you.
So what about games? What games have you been playing this week? Puddy.
Well, for those of you who've been waiting for me to come back from hiatus, I've been on the Football Manager binge. In which, for spoilers, if any of you watch my FM series, I left HSV because we lost a 2-0 lead over Dortmund to lose 5-2 in the second half. And then I went to Chivas USA and became third in the MLS. Overall, we lost in the Western final. And then the second season of that, I signed Philippe Coutinho. Yes, but we still lost our first 4 matches, so I got that. And then I went to AC Milan.
That's where you stand now.
My AC Milan record is very good. I played 1 match, I've got 1 win, and I've got 1 trophy.
One trophy.
I might as well quit now. Carlo Ancelotti was actually the manager before me, and he was there for like 10 years. He's really well. He won the Serie A 4 years in a row, and now I have to live up to that. What about you, Al? What games have you been playing this week?
Been playing a lot of FIFA, just getting back into a lot of the gaming. Just finished up school, so have a lot of time on my hands. Don't know quite what I'm going to do with it.
So in general now, we can move on from games. What have you been doing with yourself lately?
What do?
Yeah.
Work a lot. Built a table today.
Build a table.
Yeah.
Elaborate.
Did you build the round table?
It is a round table. Tanner and I built a round table,
Son of
and we've been saving beer caps for a good solid 4 years now. So the whole table's covered in caps.
Nice.
It's cool stuff,
Put a HD in paint on it and take a photo for our logo.
I wouldn't be surprised if he does that.
Or make the bottle caps with the make the H.
Oh yeah, that sounds good.
Let's see. Tanner's girlfriend has been over a lot.
I should be doing laundry though.
Is he having a terrible relationship with Incredible Sex?
No, I don't know about that part of their life. I know that she was the one who actually woke me up today and told me that David Moyes was going to leave Everton. So
Oh right.
She's a
she
football
thought
fan.
it was funny. Yeah.
Does she like football?
I don't know. She thinks Kevin Morales is pretty sexy, but I don't know about who else. She likes Luka Modric a lot too, because Tanner and I are always singing songs about Luka Modric.
Oh, Luka Modric.
Wishing some songs about Luis Garcia. So I love Luis Garcia's channel.
I've been watching Tanner play a lot of Minecraft. He and his girlfriend, they've got a really nice Minecraft game going right now.
Was this on the Xbox?
No, on their computers.
On the computer.
They,
Son of a bitch. I said he can come play on my friend's server. He's like, oh no, I'm just gonna...
They open a couple bottles of wine, sit down, and 6 hours later they're built the pyramids of Giza.
No, 6 hours later they put down one block, because that's
Yep.
not what they're doing. I'm doing a Minecraft series with somebody.
Why don't you bloody do it on my friend's server? It's like Feed the Beast, there's like so much shit.
I'd like to. It's just I can't we talked earlier about motivation, and like, I don't know, the only time I've been motivated to do is with Marshall, who I should be recording with on Saturday.
Yeah, but you can like do it on my server. Like, come onto my friend's server.
Tell you what,
He's
I
what
don't
it
know
pays.
if they started the series yet. I'll ask him. Do you get paid every time someone comes on your friend server?
No.
Sounds like an empty promise, buddy. Sounds like an empty promise.
Yeah, but he's like 900 quid in debt because he buys so much shit.
Is that because he buys a server that nobody plays on?
No, not that. The server only costs us like a fiver. Like, we're paying quarterly, so I think it's like a fiver for like 3 months.
Fair enough. That's 20
But last
quid.
time I spoke to him, he said, "Oh, 900 quid in debt." I was like, "Wow, well done."
That's not too bad.
And he's 17. And he has a job that pays like 100 quid a week.
That's still not too bad. 100 quid a week. That's not bad at all for 17.
I think the last paycheck I got was like 240 quid or something.
The last paycheck I got was 60 quid, and that was my YouTube earnings for the year 2012. YouTube money.
YouTube money. 60 quid though. That's terrible for a year, but
Yeah, but it was like August till December.
that's not that bad then.
Well, it is. It's pretty terrible.
If there's still money for just pointless promotion.
No, it's money that went into my bank account and went straight out.
What did you buy?
I didn't buy anything. I have bills. I'm joking.
What bills do you have to pay?
I have a shared bank account.
Shared bank account. Shared bank account. Why would you have a shared bank account?
I can't be asked to move to town and set up my own.
Wow. Even I have my own bank account.
I live in Wales. It's like a 10-minute walk to town.
It's like a 5-minute walk to my town.
Mine's double. And I'm busy.
Wow. Actually, Al, you probably live in like the arse end of nowhere, in like your apartment block with
Oh.
Tanner.
I have a semi-detached house.
No, Tanner and I have a house. Right in downtown.
Does he have a car?
Oh yeah, he's got a car. He drives a Kia Sorento.
Is this,
Sounds
is this less
Mexican.
of a this is less of a friendship you have going on, more of a civil partnership kind of thing.
It goes day to day, you know.
Does
Living
he make
with
you
Tanner,
drive?
Sometimes you just gotta leave him alone. He lets me drive, but only when he's drunk.
We should do a house tour.
Did we ever tour of your house?
You'll have to ask him for a tour sometime. He's very sensitive about people seeing his things.
Wow.
I'm sure he's not that sensitive about people seeing his thing.
Uh-huh.
That's his girlfriend.
Have you guys ever talked about Tanner's diet?
Tanner has a diet?
No, what Tanner eats on a day-to-day basis?
What does he eat?
Go on, that's the topic. That's the Tanner update this week. Cue music. Go. Now.
Al fills in for the Tanner update.
So Tanner can go a whole day. He wakes up about 9:30. He comes outside. He grabs a Coca-Cola, cracks it open. He will work on his make some videos, do some playing, play some Victoria 2. He'll come out for lunch about noon. He makes himself a packet of noodles and he eats a Snickers. And let's see, he'll then open up another Coke. At about 7:30, he'll come back out of his room.
How big are these cokes, may I ask? Are they bottles? You know,
Oh no, cans, 12-ounce cans.
okay. Which is,
All about the
I
cans.
think.
It's probably like 330 milliliters.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think it's about 330 milliliters. Which is what I was
Yeah.
thinking.
Yeah, 330 is right. Yeah. So he will do that. He'll have another can. He averages about four of those cans a day. That soda. And then he
Tails and
maybe for dinner he'll eat some French fries.
fair enough.
He doesn't need
Chips.
food.
Chips for us, really. Go ahead.
Chips.
That's it. That's what he eats.
I like how you're precise with the timings. Like he wakes up exactly, cracks
More of a
open a
stalk.
can.
It's less of a civil partnership we're going on here. Now it's more of a stalker-victim kind of level.
Yeah.
It's,
No, I've lived with them now for 2 years. So I mean, you figure these things out.
oh, but do you know what he does? You know, at about 2 o'clock in the morning, he flies out to a back town in Wales and plays for a small town club in the Blue Sky Better.
Oh yeah. Has Tanner ever told you about how good he is at soccer? He's got Pippo Inzaghi's skill set in Edinson Cavani's body.
He tells me he has scored like 2 in 4, and I said that was shit.
I've got a better goal scoring record than him, and I'm a keeper.
It's the build-up play. He's always involved in the build-up.
Is he a
Always
striker?
involved in build-up.
He's a striker, but he loves to pull left, because he's watched so many Thierry Henry videos in his life.
What's his strongest foot?
Oh, right foot.
Okay, fair enough.
He
Well,
is the worst striker in Football Manager / Laws of Football the world has ever
He's
seen.
not that bad in Football Manager. He's not as bad as some of my other strikers. He's not as good as Jamil Adam.
Jamil
Yes.
Adam is the boss.
Jamil Adams not going to make it to the Premier League though. He might make it to the Championship.
No.
I'm sorry, his potential just isn't good enough to make it to the Premier League.
What
Jamil
you said
Adams
the
is
potential-
Kevin Phillips.
What were you saying, do you know?
What potential did you say into like 200? Because that's like the max potential.
120, I think. Jamil Adams at.
120. Like 200 is the most.
Yeah, Paddy is 195.
What do you start their potential off at 0?
No,
Or their
the
ability?
ability I set it off at like somewhere between 50 and 80. And Jamil Adam I left alone. So with you and Tanner you're 180, and Alvin and Japet are 160.
Why'd you set them pretty low?
I said Alvin pretty low because he doesn't know anything about football, and I said Japet pretty low because that day I was annoyed with him.
You should have had Tanner's roommate in.
Plus I thought, yeah, but I can't edit them.
Yeah, but just like rename one of the players.
Fine, I will. When we get to the Championship, I will name a player I think can make it to the Premier League, and I will name him Al. Just AL. He'll be Brazilian.
Big Al.
Big Al. Yes. No. Screw the Brazilian. We'll make him American.
Change his nationality and everything.
Oh, we signed Josie Altidore.
Could do.
Have you guys ever talked to Tanner about Josie Altidore?
Yeah, he hates him.
He says how bad he is.
Tanner and I one time got in a fight, a verbal argument over who was better between Josie Altidore and Yakubu. We we yelled at each other for a good solid 3
Which
days.
side were you on?
I was Josie Altidore at the time. I hate Yakubu.
This season, I think, yeah, without a doubt.
That's how kind of liked Everton.
He does like Everton.
And he's going to be crying. Is that why he's not here? He's not at work. He's at a church mourning the loss of David Moyes.
He's sitting in a pub downtown.
No, he's flight out to Goodison Park and he's in a crowd of like 12 people as Moyes comes out and gives him a clap.
He's flown to New York to be with Tim Cahill, and they mourn together.
Where's Donovan on his sabbatical right now? What island?
He's playing again.
Alright, good.
He played on the weekend.
I'm glad.
He got a team of the season card in Ultimate Team today, so he must be doing something.
By
This
EA
season-
stat.
This season just started, didn't it? Yeah, you-
Halfway.
Halfway? Are you sure? I'm pretty sure it started like last month.
Month and a half.
It finishes in November, does it not?
Oh yeah, it
It's
does.
like
finish.
10 weeks into the season.
No, it finishes in the late summer.
We're 10 weeks into the season.
The MLS season.
Yeah. Because I'm subscribed to Kick TV and it's like week 10 of the MLS.
Well, that's not halfway then.
That's definitely not halfway, but
They have a 34 game regular season. I think it's more now that you got Montreal Impact.
Except the thing that annoys me about the American commentators, like it's in the back of the goal and they say like the most cringiest things.
And they're also not excited at all.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing for me.
It's all about the Mexican commentators.
Yes. Yes. Indeed.
Who doesn't love them?
They get old fast. They're good once in a while. Why are we talking about football? This is the second half of the show, guys.
Exactly, we'll do the second half now and the first half afterwards.
No,
We'll just
because
roll
people
them.
don't. I want to attract multiple audiences, not just the people who consider football.
So, Al, should we ask you about your football history later on?
yeah, we can talk about the football history later on.
Talk about
Stick
that
to
later
your
on.
gaming,
So
Talk
new
about
releases.
Victoria 2.
New releases.
Victoria 2.
Have you
We need Tanner here for that.
Have you played Victoria 2? You know?
Nope.
I want to know.
I want Tanner to get Darkest Hour, which is Hearts of Iron 2, so I can just rape him.
Well, I destroyed him on 6.5. So. Yeah.
I'll just like start off like a really shitty nation, just build up its army and then just rape him. That's what I do. I think the world that I've conquered the world with communist China, which is like starts off with like 4 like sub-states, and I just rape the world.
I remember on Civ 5 conquering the world with communist India.
Communist India.
Gandhi at the helm.
Alternative reality Gandhi in India.
Speaking of alternative reality, have any of you played Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon yet?
Nope.
Oh, okay, that's not the best idea.
You played it, Al? You played? I've seen
No.
like. I swear I was watching it. I think I was watching Jesse Cox, but I swear I saw a dinosaur.
It's a
A
dragon.
neon-
It's a blood dragon,
Oh,
okay?
it's a dinosaur. I thought I saw a dinosaur.
It's a blood dragon. Okay?
It sounds pretty funny though.
It doesn't take itself seriously at all.
That's probably the idea though.
50? Yeah, no, that's just fantastic. Even a game that's meant to be serious shouldn't take itself seriously at all.
So you seem to have some insane clicking. What are you playing?
I'm just checking up on some baseball stats.
So what baseball team do you follow?
Kansas City Royals.
Are they as good as Sporting KC?
Ooh, they're not good. But they funny thing about the Kansas City Royals is they always use Royals as their hashtag on Twitter, and it always ends up getting them on the same page as
Reading.
Reading.
Or
Some British soccer team that uses Royals as their nickname.
Yeah, Reading.
yeah.
They fight over it a lot.
Well, Reading are a much bigger club. To be honest, like it's true. I've just realised I have Braille on my television remote.
I used to play. We call it softball over here. Do you play softball, Puddy? Do
I
you
play
ever play in
baseball.
school?
We call it baseball in my area.
We do call it baseball, but for some reason my teachers at school said, "Oh, let's play softball."
We have a shittier version, but not we, but there's a shittier version, isn't there?
We actually had the glove as well to play with, except the stupid thing I did was instead of catching it with the glove hand, I caught it with my proper hand. It fucking killed, but I still got the guy out.
Yeah.
They said you caught it with the wrong hand. I don't care. I still got him out. It does bloody hurt though
At a
if you
much
catch
lower
it wrong.
level, once I caught a baseball with my teeth.
Wow, bullshit.
Impressive.
It's true. It was high in the air, and it was going on.
I almost hit someone in the face with a baseball. Like not meaning, I was like gonna bat, and I hit it, and like it just skimmed over like someone's head. I was like, shit, it was not meant to go for you.
My nose was broken by a cricket ball.
That's what I fear about playing stuff like cricket and stuff like that. It's just like when you hit it, it could just go straight at the player or the like bowler and just like kill him.
That brings me on to no, that's about football. Never mind. I was about to talk about the kid. We'll talk about that later. Who comes to the referee.
Yeah, he died, didn't he? But yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Should talk about that later.
The sports I mainly play are either pool, football on the odd occasion, table tennis. I'm actually quite good at table tennis, but not as good as some people. I used to play hockey a lot and basketball.
I play football, basketball.
I love basketball. Such a good sport.
Jimmy.
I just have scored all these arrogant shots. Because I mean, me and this guy at my youth club one time, we were trying to do all these trick shots when we were playing a proper match. He like threw it against the back wall, like past there, like what the hell are you doing that? And it like came off the wall and like went in the net. Such a good shot.
Tanner can dunk a basketball.
I can dunk a basketball. Just
Really?
about.
Just about.
Yeah, I'm like 6'3".
Got some ups.
How tall's Tanner? Is he like 7'5" or something?
No, he's like 6'2", but he's got really long arms.
6'6".
I bet.
Show me on that picture there. Tall on the top.
That's right. I think I see Dirk Kuyt in the background cooking s'mores out on the midfield stripe.
Did you think you seen the background?
Dirk Kuyt.
Ah, right. No, he wasn't there at the time.
I think you mean Dirk Kuyt, not Coit.
You sound like half of a really, really nerdy word for sex.
Yeah, Paddy, that hockey manager's coming out soon. That franchise hockey manager.
I'll probably do a video on that.
It's in beta at the moment. You
Has
can buy it
anyone
for
played
20.
Don't Starve?
I have, but not for like 3 months.
What's
That's what we
it
need
like?
Tippecanoe for.
Go ahead. What's it like?
It's like it's like a sort of like I wouldn't say top down, but near enough that like to the side. It's like a side view.
What do you have to do in the game?
Don't starve.
So it's like a survival game.
It's pretty much like Minecraft.
Without the building? Or is there building?
I think there's a little bit of building, but it's the more survival
Are you
aspect.
against like enemies or are you against the environment?
Yeah, there are against enemies and a bit of the environment.
What is the type of the enemies?
I think there's this mutant eye on the legs and it just like follows you around and shit and tries to kill you
Oh,
at the time.
cute.
There's a rabbit that doesn't kill you. There's a tree that can kill you.
You should do a indie spotlight video like you did on Multi Football.
Maybe.
Get
I
on-
thought Alvin was
Get on
doing
Pirate Bay and see if you can.
I actually have it. Someone said to me, do you want the internet version or the Steam version? I love the Steam version. Fuck the internet version.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, Alvin was gonna do an indie spotlights, but I don't quite know which spotlights he's going to do.
We'll have to ask him.
You can go ahead and do Don't Starve, I guess.
I don't think he plans to do that.
I think
But he
he's
has
done
got it.
Of course he does. Come on.
Here's every bloody game.
Alvin has Battlefield 4.
He probably does.
Alvin has.
He's probably got Call of Duty Ghosts as well.
I was thinking of that.
Except that game looks like it's going to be shit. It's just going to be like pre-COD
I'm not
4.
buying it. I just not this time.
And the character everyone just bashes one out
Am
over.
I the only one who's really excited about the 3DS and Wii U that I have to see?
I have a 3DS, but I've only got Pokemon Black and White 2.
Pokemon Black and White 2 are on the DS, not on the 3DS.
Well, it's the same thing.
The DS emulator on the 3DS is terrible.
Well, I have it anyway.
Do you play it on the 3DS?
Yeah.
Oh, it's like in a really small screen.
Yeah, but I can cope with that.
The graphics are worse for me. I don't like it. But
Who cares about the graphics when you got gameplay?
the gameplay on that game is kind of simple, though.
I don't like the little animations that the Pokemon make. It makes me like just want to just fucking stop moving, please.
You can turn that off.
Oh, can you? I never did.
It's called
I just
Battle
like playing all these emulator versions, like all these hack versions, which they make either their own Pokemon game, where you can play like Emerald 368, which
Yes.
is like you can play all, you can fight catch any Pokemon, Pokemon randomized.
The person who made that also made a game called. Actually, I don't think it's that, but there's a game called Fire Red Omega, which is a very, very good game. It's my favorite.
I've heard about that. Do you play it on Viz.com?
No, I don't know what
That's
that is.
That's basically a site where you can play like any emulated game on certain.
You shouldn't be promoting piracy.
It's not piracy. It's perfectly legal
You
as
can
long as
play
you have the
any
game.
emulated game. You should say
No,
any
not any
remade
emulated game. Like a certain from a certain list. I think the highest tech on there is the Game Boy. I think.
I will say though, in terms of emulation, I own a lot of Wii games. I like the Wii. There is a emulator for the Wii, which if you've got a high spec computer, which I've had in the past, you can play a very beautiful Wii game.
Well, what Wii Sports?
No, but you can. You know, Wii games are in SD pretty much whatever you do.
Yeah.
If you emulate it on the PC, you can have it to proper 1080p. Good, beautiful.
Sal, do you have a Wii with Tanner? Does he like to splash cash out and get a Wii?
So the only thing is that.
We don't have a Wii. Tanner's poor, or he doesn't spend his money on a lot of things.
So he's rich, but he's a tramp.
Nah, he he buys guns and stuff.
To
Guns.
keep the Mexicans in line.
Why does he buy guns? He has like a massive obsession with guns.
I don't know. It's his thing.
Like
And
he
that's-
said he was talking to us. I think it was a couple of podcasts ago about how prestigious he is about owning guns or something.
Yeah, he's got a couple. He was getting really angry because there's some doves living above his room right now on the roof. So I think he's gonna shoot them.
Son of a bitch.
Don't shoot the doves, they're dovers.
Yeah, exactly. You can't kill them. Otherwise, I'll be knocking on his doorstep. Don't you kill my dove, you son of a bitch.
He buys, right now he's saving up for some Alienware. I think that's what he's all about.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been trying to convince him otherwise.
You should just get a customly built PC. Alienwares are just incredibly overpriced.
Yeah, but the thing I'll say about that is, yes, they're overpriced. Yes, you can build the same thing for cheaper, But you know you're getting a good product, and if it's in your budget, you know, they've got good customer service, their warranties are good. It's a good product. If you're paying more for it, at least it is less hassle. It's less convenience. I think you should build it on it.
The things that are like one day you'll come home and you'll be like, Tanner, what's this? You'll be like, I bought a tank. And then you'll see me as the driver.
Oh god. Well, on that note, I think we should end the first segment of this podcast. We're about half an hour in. When we come back, we'll be doing the guest game show and talking about more random crap. You know what to expect by now. We'll see you guys after this break.
Al, do you actually watch any of these podcasts?
I've never watched all the way through. I tried to watch the one with Tippecanoe, but I found him... I didn't like him very much, so I stopped watching.
Should I cut this out?
It's an opinion. I'm sure Tipper will be fine with it.
Tippa can come to Carney if he wants. I'm sure we can work it out.
We're back after
A second. Oh. I think Tanner's rolling up the tank. you just hear like a shot like, get the fuck off my roof, you dubs.
Oh god. Well, we are back. And we're going to be doing the guest game show as soon as I got a stopwatch on Google.
so Tanner's parked the tank, killed the doves. You've got like a gaping hole in the side of your house.
Oh god.
I think so. What if like it's like Grand Theft Auto, like Tanner just shoots the gun and then like the police are like straight after him. And he's just like running.
Alright. So Al, do you know what the guest game show is?
I saw the guest game. I've listened to the guest game show.
Alright, so Dino, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, so Al, here's the objective. You're supposed to get through... We've got about 10 on the back burner, but you're supposed to get through as many awkward questions as you can.
Although I have a website this time. It's Would You Rather. It's like you
yeah,
rather.
That's what we started with. I just thought if you had them written down, there's no delays, but I trust you. Try and get through as many awkward questions as you can in a minute, and you get them through quickly, and then afterwards we can ask you questions about them.
No, these aren't awkward. These are more like, why would I do either? But
yeah,
still.
as long as it makes him think. That's the thing.
We'll make him think.
We've got to stall him for a bit. Alright, the record currently is 5.
Oh, my
Yeah.
Yes. Ready? Set? Go.
Would you rather stare at the sun for 2 minutes or drink a litre of scalding water?
Stare at the sun.
Crap. Hold on. Wait, refresh the page. Actually, next.
This is why...
Okay. Would you rather drive a bright red smart car or be spanked by Rosie Donnell every morning?
Spanked by Rosie O'Donnell.
Would you rather have triplets or be a triplet?
Have triplets.
Your mama.
You don't want to be lonely. Would you rather only date people with severe OCD, only date chain smokers?
Chain smokers.
Would you rather spend one night spend passion with Rosie O'Donnell or have your 2 front teeth pulled out?
2 front teeth pulled out.
Would you rather take a picture or have your picture taken?
Take a picture.
Would you rather be really fat or be really hairy?
Really fat.
If you could rewrite history, would you rather there was no such thing as music or there was no such thing as art?
No such thing as art.
Would you rather
Yeah.
be a faster swimmer than Michael Phelps in his prime, or be a faster sprinter than Usain Bolt in his prime?
Faster swimmer.
There you go.
Alright, well, you got in the time limit. You only got 7, even though you answered 9.
So he's broken the record.
He has broken the record.
I blame Dino. I could have done 9. The questions just weren't coming fast enough.
Well, you probably could have had one more if I didn't
Can
realise
you
it.
go back through those questions now?
Probably not, no.
Please try. I want to see some of these. Some of these were hilarious.
Gotta try and find them.
Hmm.
What the fuck? Would you rather smell like shit or smell like piss?
Yeah, let's just keep going. Just keep going. Don't worry about it. What do you think, Al?
Smell like piss.
I don't know, see, because that smell is so strong.
I hate the smell of shit though.
I think it's better than the other one, though.
This is a toughie. Would you rather have no family or have no friends?
No family.
Oh yeah, no family for sure.
100%. There's a
Would
lot
you
of
rather, would you rather never be complimented, or
com-
be never compliment or never complain?
Oh, never
Never be able
complain.
to.
yeah, never. Just makes people like you better.
Would you rather stand on red hot burning coals for 30 seconds without moving, or shut your hand in a waffle iron for 2 minutes?
Oh, that's
That
not
was
even
burning
close.
coals.
Stand on the coals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty cool, actually. You
Yeah.
act like some sort of balancing act, jump through, record it, put it on YouTube, get millions of views. YouTube money! Get your
Exactly.
feet.
Would you
Always look-
rather constantly have 40-pound weight on your shoulders, or constantly have 10-pound weights on each feet? Or each foot?
Oof, I'd have to do 10 pounds on each feet, although that's a tough one.
See, because I have hypermobility syndrome. So if I had that on my back, my back broke, it should be a problem.
Don't know why I laughed at that.
Go on.
If you had to choose a school for 7 years, this is a good one. Would you rather attend Hogwarts or attend Javier School for Gifted Youngsters?
I don't know either. I know one of them, obviously. What's the second one?
Javier School for Gifted Youngsters.
Oh, yeah, the
That's
second.
clearly Mexican.
Yeah, I'd go for Javier's. Obviously, because it's real.
You wouldn't want to go to Hogwarts?
No,
I would totally go to
I get an
Hogwarts.
actual education rather
Who
than
wa-
go to sleep for 7 years.
Who would want to go to Hogwarts?
Yeah, there's a threat of death. Nothing good comes from that place. They're all depressed, angsty little teenagers.
In this day and age, what can't you learn on the internet? Like school, what is school going to teach you? Like, I can't learn magic on the internet, though.
You can't learn magic anywhere. It's time to grow up.
You
Yes,
don't
you
know
can.
that.
You can learn magic at a con artist convention.
Paddy doesn't know what he's talking about. Everyone just ignore him. Magic is real. Would we like another one?
Yes, go ahead.
I don't even know what the hell this is. If you had to be tortured, would you rather enter a Sicilian ball or wear Spanish boots?
The Sicilian Bowl. I don't know what that is.
Neither do I.
I would definitely say the bowl, only because the Spanish boots sounds painful, and I don't like things to hurt my feet.
Exactly. But then we say that. So I agree with you on that too. But earlier we wanted to stand on burning coals and have weights on our feet.
See, but that's different. I mean, you know what that entails. Like, that's just your feet will be hot for a second. Like,
Well, 30.
30 seconds.
We'll go until 40 minutes, so keep going.
Would you rather have a flying car or have a 1 terabyte per second internet connection? That's making you think, isn't it?
I'd say the bad internet connection. I can live with that.
The terabyte internet connection would be better for the long
It
run.
depends. When I have this flying car, what's my internet connection?
Like the same as it is. The thing, so
Same
if you had
as
a
it is
flying
now.
car, you'd have the Taliban just trying to shoot you down with RPGs every day.
No, because
It's him again!
I wouldn't go over the desert.
Where would you go in a flying car? Like, where?
Where would I
like,
go? I'd probably go to the States or Australia. Or
Yeah, but you could
anything.
skip all the traffic jams, I guess. It's like you just put your finger out the window, like and like people in like a traffic jam.
Yeah, I think I've got to actually go for the car because it makes like a lot of aspects of my life a lot better. I'd rather not ever be stuck in traffic. I'd rather be able to go places without paying ridiculous amounts of money.
Yeah, but you're not old enough to drive a car. I think me and Al here are the only people who are old enough to drive a car.
Next summer I will, and I can understand the consequences of a flying car.
See, there's
So,
lessons. There's lessons to be learned from sitting in traffic, buddy. Just,
Patience is a boring virtue.
completely necessary though.
Are you 16 this year, Paddy?
Mm-hmm.
You're finally going to be legal.
But
If
you're
you
so
know.
young. Make Tanner and I look like old fucking men.
Yeah, but Paddy will be a legal man this year.
Finally be able to go to the patty power down the street.
Not that legal. You have to be 18 to go.
Is that 18?
Yeah.
Oh,
I've only got another month till I'm 18.
oh, nice.
How old are you? Are you like 27, 26?
No, I'm 22.
Oh,
22? You're not that much older.
no. So,
We going for another one,
one
or
more,
we?
one more. We're just at the edge of the 40 minutes.
Okay, would you rather be the president or be a Pokemon trainer?
Pokemon trainer.
was pretty much a Pokemon trainer in the Elite Four.
Can I be Prime Minister?
You think you're better than David Cameron? Actually, who isn't?
Because I don't live in the States, I don't think I'd have as much to change. But I think I would want to be Prime Minister rather than...
Let's go a little bit political. Al, what do you think of Barack Obama?
I don't have any problem with Barack, but if you ever ask Tanner about Barack, you'll get a different answer.
Is he like up his ass or out of his ass?
He gets fired up when you talk about Barack
We'll
Obama.
leave it as that till next week.
Does he like him?
We'll leave it as that till next week. We'll leave the viewers guessing.
I'll have to find out. Or will.
That's right.
Actually, I'll probably ask him after this.
Tanner feels very strongly about only a few things.
I only have
in
one
life.
problem with Barack Obama, and that's he's a separate shade of grey.
Wow. Have you seen the book 50,000 Shades of Grey?
No.
It's pretty much a book where it says 50,000 Shades of Grey on every page.
Wait, this is a book that's been allowed
And this
to
is
sell?
a legit book. Go on Amazon and type in 50,000 Shades of Grey, and then like do that little virtual book opening thing. And it's like the first line is 50,000 Shades of Grey, and it's just all the way down the pages.
How much does this book cost?
So no,
I will have to look this up for the people.
I'll give you a link.
No, I'm looking for it now, it's fine.
50,000 Shades of Grey.
Yeah, I'm on Amazon searching for it. Yep, I found it. My god. It's £6, £7.
Yeah, click on the little click on
Hello.
like have a little look inside.
Yeah.
Or it just got Shades of Grey.
Oh my god, why? Why?
Such a good
It
book.
says at the top of it, copyrighted material.
It is. It's just right about Shades of Grey.
Can I like not use this in my book now?
You just put Shades of White instead.
Oh yes.
Can you have a shade of white?
Yes, there are multiple shades of white, but one of which is grey.
Let's look at the 1-star ratings. 759 Shades of Grey. Did someone really count through it? What a faggot.
We need to let's see if we can get to an hour without talking about football.
Good to know that talking about football. You've already just mentioned it, so well
Talking
done.
about football, not mentioning football. So, wait,
Yeah, we're talking about it now.
Oh, do you know?
There you go. What?
you've been watching The Apprentice, right?
Yes.
Did you watch today's?
I watched like the bit where
I didn't see
Lord
today's,
Joe,
so don't
like,
spoil anything.
fuck off.
I saw last week's. You like how arrogant they are.
They're fucking arrogant. It's like
Continue, go on a rant.
it's like look at me, I'm so good. Now fuck off, you're a stupid cunt. Just get on with it.
Do you think the right person got fired last week?
Or it was yesterday.
Was it yesterday? I thought it was last week because I looked at it and they usually do it on Wednesdays and they usually do it weekly. Are they doing it daily this time?
They did it today and
Yesterday.
yesterday.
Are they going to be doing it tomorrow?
No. That'll be next Wednesday and Thursday.
That's stupid. Thursday. Why Wednesday and Thursday? It was Tuesday and Wednesday this week.
Maybe it's just like the opening special.
Yeah. Do you think the right person got fired yesterday?
Who got fired? It was that stupid bitch,
The
yeah.
project manager in the middle.
Yeah.
You don't think it was the useless one to the left, the Chinese one?
The Chinese one.
What? That's the way. they
She'll
describe it?
get sacked later on.
Yeah, but don't you think she should have went this week?
Nah, I didn't like that stupid bitch. It was like, look at me, I think I'm the best. No. Just die. I just like how, like, Lord Sugar just shits on them.
Yeah.
It's like they give all this discussion, it's like, you're fucking shit.
Do you watch the after show with Dara O'Brien?
Nah, I don't watch.
That's pretty funny. I have to say. Would
Oh, do you watch
would
The
I-
Apprentice USA? Because I know they have it on over
I did
there.
watch it over there.
I don't like it too much because Donald Trump isn't that much intimidating.
No, but he's funnier. He has better jokes, but he's not the same kind of. He doesn't hold the same prestige on TV as Sugar does.
Let's just call him Sugar because it's not like he's just going to come kill us.
Sugar.
Sugar!
Oh, the new
I
manager.
like Sugar more though because he's more
The
intimidating.
new manager of Manchester United is Lord Arnold Sugar.
The thing so he used to be the chairman of Tottenham.
Yeah.
He did, he used to be the chairman.
Interesting.
Is Al even here?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm
Do you like
Wait.
The Apprentice, Al?
waiting for a moment to chime in about Downton Abbey, I'm still sad about Matthew dying.
Spoiler.
Spoiler alert. No, I don't watch that.
What about, you know, because Al wouldn't have seen this because it's UK. Have you seen the new series of Would I Lie to You yet?
Nope.
You need to watch that. That's the most hilarious shit in the world.
They probably do broadcast over in America.
No, I doubt it. I doubt they broadcast most of the BBC stuff over there.
They do have a BBC channel, I think. I think it's like BBC America or something.
Yeah.
Is that a news
I mean-
channel or is that just the proper shows?
We get certain, like BBC, we don't get the news. Like I can watch Sky Sports on Fox Soccer sometimes here.
And the opposite's true as well.
Ah.
Because say we have Sky
So
Atlantic.
Sherlock is on TV over here sometimes.
I never even watched
I
that.
know ITV has a partnership with CNN because they have the election broadcast for them.
Yeah, but who over here would care?
I watched an all-night special.
Oh my god.
I was up till 4 a.m. in the morning.
I was like when they talk about their bullshit. So I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and fuck off.
Pretty funny. Pretty funny.
Yeah, did you know Lord Sugar over here used to be the chairman of Tottenham?
I did know that.
You did know that?
Yeah. But that's talking about football. Don't lead,
Not really.
don't lead
It's
me
the
down
business
that path.
side, it's the business side.
You're talking about the business side of football. I love if he just like brings the manager in, you're fired. He should do the apprentice football.
Yeah.
That'd be like kind of funny. He just like take all these, do it for like non-league teams or something.
Yeah, that's actually a good idea. He walks in and the guy who just got relegated, he just looks in.
Well, so they do it as the apprentice, but they do it for two teams, and like they do it different aspects. Like 1 week someone's the manager, someone's the coach, assistant manager, director of football. Yeah, exactly. All those different areas.
Well,
I would
the
love.
thing with
I
that
would love.
is sorry now, but the thing with that is you can't really put a director of football week by week because they have different duties depending on what time of year it is. Go on.
I was just gonna say I would love to watch somebody try and fire Roy Keane. That would be quality television.
Sure, many
It just like
people have.
sits him down at his desk. Roy Keane, you're fired.
No, he wouldn't do that though. He'd give him a slip of paper, and he'd walk out.
No, he would probably say, he'd probably get him into his office, like shit on him, and then just go, you're fired.
Imagine someone trying to fight Joey Barton.
Jesus. Joey Barton, a football manager.
Oh, I'm sure he will be.
He probably would be.
Eric Cantona, the director of football.
Where's he the director of football
He's
at?
unemployed, I think.
He's unemployed. I think you only probably know it's a football manager.
Yeah, no, he was the director. He's the director of football on FM Figure.
I know a good director of football. Steve Coppell's the director of football at Crawley Town.
I always,
Really, Steve, former Reading manager Steve Couple.
Yeah.
I always,
He's-
with my directors of football, have like a system where I do it kind of like a chairman would with a manager. Is I'll just hire one at the start of the season, and then at the end of it, if they've done good signings, I'll leave them be. But if they haven't, I'll fire them and I'll have another advert. So, on other news, the Queen made a speech today.
About what?
I don't know.
Probably about saxophone or something.
So, I don't know.
72-hour football match ends 603 to 462.
What?
Apparently, a group of football fans who spent 72 hours playing the beautiful game are hoping to smash the record for the world's longest ever football match. 36 players spent 3 days at Stretford High School in Manchester and raised money for Francis Home, a local children's hospice, along the way. The final score, 603 to 462.
That's a big margin. It wasn't even close. I'm sure a couple of hours into that they were like, God damn it.
I think I know the highest score in proper football was 27-0. I think that's when
No.
Australia
Yes.
played American Samoa. or
Yeah,
something.
that's exactly the two teams, and it was 27-3. I want to say.
I think they won it 0.
I'm almost sure that it was a couple of goals in that the other two.
There is a YouTube video of it.
Yes. No wait, that's the second largest scoring football match, but it's the largest football match that was open to the public. Because there was one between a New Zealand 11 and Barcelona one day.
Wow. What's the score in that?
I think it was 28 no.
Jesus.
Alright, well let's see if we can get through 10 minutes without talking about football. Did anybody have anything about real life that's been taking them off this week?
No.
How's your search for a job going?
Not too well. There's just no jobs around the area where I live. I live like probably the most populated part of Britain, which is the southeast, and there's just nothing.
There's nothing at all. Why don't you move?
Nothing. Fuck that. I'm 17.
Get a trial. Commute.
The commuter train to like up north.
Come to Wales. Start your own
Come
business.
to Wales. And start our own football club.
No, it's join Catawba Town. They pay like 100 quid a week.
100 quid a week. Fuck off, I got more of that at my old job.
But you don't have a job right now.
Well, technically I do, it's just they don't want me.
Are you getting any income?
No.
Catawba Town.
What Talbot Town it is now.
I'm gonna look up to see if I can get a trial with Catawba Town.
My ultimate dream job would to be a football manager somewhere.
Yeah, probably.
Except the things that I wouldn't know how to do it. Like you're right there, oh yeah, playing football manager, yeah, you could, but no.
Oh, I would know how to do it. I just probably wouldn't be very good at it.
So yeah, I know it's the aspects of doing it. I'd probably only be able to do that on the pitch, but not off the pitch.
Yeah, I'd have a plan from day one, and it probably.
It's just if I lost like 3 games, I'd be like, nah, I'm leaving. Fuck it.
I think it's...
If it was like a sort of, if people like say, oh, we'll do managers like a joke, then I'll be like, okay, I'll be the manager. Because I'm crap at football. The only position I'm decent in is probably goal. Only the amount of times I get stuck in goal. You just get better and better when you go in. But I always have that one day a year when I'm like amazing. I just keep everything out.
This Catawba Town Academy is very interesting.
You could probably get a trial, but I don't think I'd see you on Football Manager in a couple of years.
Yeah, I know some of these people. To be honest with you.
Wow.
And I know a friend of mine in real, well, not really, we're not that close anymore, but we were friends in primary school. Is going to be on Football Manager next year because he has joined Cardiff on a youth contract.
Bloody hell, where's he gonna play?
I think he's behind the striker kind of player.
So attacking midfielder.
Yeah. I don't know what they'll put him on in the game. Maybe a striker with some attacking midfield and things.
The only people I know that play for football clubs is a lot of people that went to my secondary school play for Burgess Hill, which is my local team.
I think I beat them on the recent video.
Son of a bitch. Won like the FA Cup.
The FA Trophy, I think.
The FA Trophy. You beat my hometown.
I think so, I'm not sure. Maybe we lost to them.
Burgess Hill aren't that bad though. They're like below. It's you got the 8th tier and you got the 7th tier. You got the Blue Square South. So they're not that far off.
Wait, what
Oh,
tier
what
are they?
about your local team? They're in the 8th tier.
My team are in the first tier
Oh wow.
of Welsh football.
But the most local team to me, which is Brighton, is in the 2nd tier of English football.
The most local team? Like, what's your, like, exact where you are right now, their shitty little team?
My most local team is Burgess Hill. That's the town I live in.
And they're in the 8th tier.
In the 8th tier. There's towns around me. There's a town, Hassocks, which is about 5 minutes down the road. They're in the 9th tier? Yeah, they're in the 9th tier. Other teams around me are close. Eastbourne, the 6th tier. What else? Lewis in the 7th tier. What else is there?
The closest team to me is in the Premier League.
What's that, Cardiff? Or...
Swansea, the closest English team to me. Then a little further away from that is they're in Cardiff in the Championship.
Or Premier League.
Next. And then closer than that, League 2, that'll be Newport. And then a little further up we go Wrexham, we're in Conference.
Are they in the conference?
Yes.
I thought they were in the Blue Square South. Do they go in the Blue Square South or is it the North?
No, Wrexham are going to Blue Square North because the next team that's closest to me is Colwyn Bay, who play in Blue Square North.
They have that 40-year-old like Jamaican defender that I always get recommended to buy.
Wrexham?
No, Colwyn Bay.
Colwyn Bay, seriously?
Yeah, they always recommend me to buy this 40-year-old defender. What teams close to you are in what league?
Uh, Sporting Kansas City, Sporting KC is about 6 hours from here.
Is that your most local team?
Yeah. Well, I mean, the high school has a team here in town.
Did they get anyone drafted? Yeah, no.
No.
Do you play for
There's
them?
a girls team at the university that Tanner and I go to.
I
But-
can watch every single
Do a tactical breakdown.
one. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. No, I don't. I stopped going because they just aren't very good. They weren't playing the sexy football.
And you're
But,
we're gonna play sexier football than you got a problem.
Yeah. But yeah, not much soccer around here. This is an American football country. It's pretty much what everyone's obsessed with in this part of the world.
The USA is definitely American football country.
Of course. But it's American egg ball.
That's right.
They use their hands, not their feet. The only time they use their feet is when they're going to probably do like a sort of high jump kick into the face of a player.
No, only people from Millwall do that.
Actually,
Right.
Eric Cantona did it.
Oh yeah, right.
Only when Danny Shittu tells the blokes of the Millwall fans to go crazy is that allowed.
Do you know about Millwall?
Oh hell yeah, I know about Millwall.
Do you know about Millwall Charlton?
What was that?
Millwall Charlton.
I don't know if I know specifically what you're talking about.
Like their rivalry.
Those two play
Oh,
the
I thought it
best
was-
football I've ever seen in my life, and it's one of the biggest tactical breakdown derbies in English football.
Oh, I imagine.
Yeah.
From what I've heard, the rankings of rivalries, it's the Charlton Millwall rivalry, then the Crystal Palace Brighton rivalry.
All in English football? Seriously?
I think in stands of violence.
Oh, right, okay.
Mm,
But obviously,
I don't know.
there's much better rivalries than that.
Yeah, before we go into the break, all three of us should name our top three English derbies. You start, Dino.
The two I just said, and probably
No, on a football level, not on a violence level.
on the football level, I'd probably say the Merseyside derby. Who else was there? I'd probably say Arsenal Spurs and Cardiff Swansea.
What about you, Al?
do I have to do only English? I mean, I like to expand.
You can do other countries.
Ooh, I would do. So I do Merseyside Derby as far as intensity, and then Partizan versus Red Star, just because I imagine that's just bonkers. There's just big Serbians just beating the shit out of each other.
We all know
And-
about Big Serbian.
We do. And then I would say Boca versus River Plate in Argentina.
They played the other day. Don't know what the score was though.
Honda Super Classico, which is Chivas versus LA. No, I'm kidding. Right, my top three would be in reverse order. The world. The Nord Derby, which is Munich versus Brenner. The Yorkshire Derby, United versus Leeds. The Northwest Derby, United versus Liverpool.
So two United derbies. isn't
None of
it?
us have any love for Newcastle Sunderland.
No. Not at all. Well, I have love for both of those teams, but not the Derby.
The only reason I like Sunderland is because Pablo Di Canio, and the only reason I like Newcastle is because Brighton have beat them 2 years straight in the FA Cup.
I like Pablo Di Canio. I also like the football they play, and Newcastle, the feel of the club, the stadium, the kit, the logo, everything. I love it. Hate the players, hate the manager, hate them. I'd like to see them go down, but I'd like to see them
I hope Newcastle go down just so they can hire Gus Poyet from Brighton.
No.
He will never leave Brighton.
Never. Never's a bit
He will-
stretching.
He had the chance to go to Reading and he said no.
Yeah, but when you're 19th in the table in 12 months' time, I don't think he's still.
Gus Poyet is a machine.
He's awesome. I just don't think he can cope with the Premier League.
He'll be
He probably-
fine.
He probably will cope with it.
I think he'll go down if you go up.
He's a
Well,
good
that's
man.
what I've said. I said if Brighton go up, they'll come straight down.
I think if you went up a second, I think they could stay up, but because they got the financial backing to do it.
I think in the future, if Brighton keep Poyet, I think they could probably be one day a good
Solid.
like Premier League team like Fulham.
They've got this.
They could be Swansea. That's what they could
The thing
be.
is, they could be better than Swansea because what Brighton have, and I keep harping on about this, is they have a Premier League stadium. They can get, they can fill that every week in the Premier League.
And they're expanding it to 30,000.
Yeah. And they can get money out of that, and they can spend in the summer because they'll get it back on the gate receipts.
Yeah.
They can stay there, and they could hit top 10 in their third season, but they need to survive the next year. And I just think first time might be a bit of a hard ask. They gotta get up first. That's. They got two possible very strong games against arguably the two form sides of the championship this year, but arguably the best individuals. That'll be Watford and Palace.
Brighton have played good football up to now. They struggled halfway through the season, but they got on form.
Anyway,
They got a lower who was a tank, and he's just fucking beasting.
we should go to another break because we're about half an hour in. So we will see you guys on the other side of this break, where we will talk about Ferguson. We will talk about
Football in general.
Hmm?
Football in general.
football in general, but the main talking point is probably going to be Ferguson for a lot of it, and maybe some English stuff that needs to be wrapped up by the end of the day. That we're probably not going to get back on to talk about. So we will see you guys after this break. There isn't actually a break for YouTube. We're back right away. It's just like putting a break later. We should get a break so all of us can eat like I think hours right now.
Yep.
Al, what's your opinion on Brighton?
On Brighton.
Yeah.
I could honestly say that I don't know that much about Brighton. I just know they have Gus Poyet, who was an assistant under. Who was he an assistant there in the Premier League? Was he assistant under? Was he at Chelsea with?
He used to play for Chelsea.
Was he with Scolari at Chelsea? Maybe. I don't know. But then he left.
I know Mourinho's assistant was Clark.
No. And I never understood why Clark didn't get a job before he did.
Well, he did get a job. After he left Chelsea, he went straight to Liverpool.
I know. And then he.
Then he
Yeah, Brighton are a beastie team.
were a beastie team.
Brighton. I think if they don't go up this season, I think they may have a chance of winning the championship next season.
Really?
If they bring in the right players.
Well, we all know who's
They
going to
need-
win the championship next year.
Newcastle.
That's if they come
Stay
down.
up.
Yeah, but Brighton have beaten them every time.
Yeah, Brighton will do the double over there, but they'll still win the title. Here's a good
Do you think the
question.
French Revolution will do it?
Oh, French Revolution will be gone next year if they go down.
Yeah, they can't afford those guys.
I think Alan Pardew will be out the door.
They can't sack Alan Pardew.
If Newcastle go down, Alan Pardew should probably never manage a Premier League team ever again.
Yeah, but he can't be sacked. They cannot sack him. They cannot.
He's on an 8-year deal.
8-year deal, thank you, and he's getting paid a lot of money. So they cannot sack him, because if they sack him, that's 8 years they have to pay at once. That's why he's not sacked already. He would be if he wasn't on that 8-year deal. He'd be gone already.
Probably like crap.
This is awful.
Newcastle literally bet on the fact that Papi Cisse went on just an unbelievable, scorching hot scoring run last year to end the season, to put him into fifth. And they're like, oh, Alan Pardew, he knows exactly what he's doing.
It seems like the Newcastle last year, the West Brom this season.
Can I just say that those players, I know this has been brought up a lot, the players that Pardew has brought in, the tactics that he's playing, are fine. Those players are not playing to their strongest abilities. Those players are not got. Maybe it's a motivation problem, and fine, you can blame Pardew for that, but he shouldn't take all the blame of this.
It seems like they play to not be bothered.
Yes, it looks like that all the time. The defense, especially, they just can't.
Yeah.
They don't have the work rate in defense that they didn't have it last year, but they seemed a better team overall last year. But the work rate that the United especially have, or Everton, or West Brom, or Swansea, those teams that have to fight for every place that they get. They don't have the work rate in defence that those teams have.
No.
Who do you think's going down this year? Let's start with that.
Well, we've clearly got the first two in Wigan. I fucking hate Wigan.
You don't think Wigan can get 3
Why would?
points with Arsenal?
Why do you hate Wigan? Roberto Martinez is such a genius.
I fucking hate Wigan. It's like, oh, let's play shit for the whole season, and then we'll win our final last few matches.
I love that so much. And they play, even throughout the season when they're playing badly, they play good football. They always play good football.
I just
They
hate
play-
Wigan because of their arrogance.
Oh yeah, their fans are pretty full of themselves. I say they play good football, they say they play Barcelona football. They don't.
Needless to say, in the middle of America, I don't run into a lot of Wigan Athletic supporters, let alone anyone who knows what Wigan Athletic is.
What fans do they have over there?
Damn.
That
Every-
you know of?
Every once in a while, I'll see some guy in a Manchester United hat on, and he'll tell me
Obviously.
he loves Wayne Rooney.
Is that it?
Yeah, or there's one guy I see at the bar all the time who's a huge AC Milan fan, but
We didn't know.
that's
who.
about it. And then
It's like the
Tanner.
funny thing is, it's like all these Americans support all these teams, but they don't know who they are or who plays for them. Like only one
To be
player.
fair though, if that guy is supporting AC Milan at this point, he's not a glory hunter.
Yeah, exactly.
Although you do have a magical.
Apparently, there's quite a lot of Brighton fans over in America.
They exist in small pockets, probably in areas that actually have people in them. You know, there's just not a lot of people that live in this part of the world.
What's the city in America that how should I put this? Is the homosexual capital of the country?
San Francisco?
Do they have a lot of Brighton fans there?
I think that is actually where the Brighton American Fan Club is located.
I thought
Son of a bitch.
Oh, Brighton, the Rainbow State.
Son of a bitch.
I like it.
It's like every week I see now all these fans getting done for like homosexual abuse.
Back to the point. Wigan can't go down.
They will go down.
Oh.
They need to go down. Somebody needs to be in the Premier League who's actually tactically flexible. You know, it's just it'd be boring without
That's
them.
actually a very good point because I can't think of another team that is so dependent on the team that they're playing.
Yeah,
The Premier League's a league about playing your football and playing it well. We can play against the other teams.
yeah. Everybody else just basically plays a version of the same thing. It's either 4-2-3-1 or, you know, that's pretty much it nowadays.
4-2-3-1? I see a lot of 4-3-3, 4-4-3.
I see a lot of 4-2-3 ones.
I see a lot of 4-2-3-1, but I see a lot of 4-3-3.
I think
I don't know.
Brighton play a 4-4-2.
I know Liverpool play 4-3-3.
United play a 4-4-2.
Sometimes. I've seen them play 4-3-3 sometimes. A lot of the time. With,
United will just put Carrick in midfield and then just put a whole bunch of attacking talent in front of them and just let them do what they want.
So I still remember that match when United played against Crawley Town from the conference and they almost
you
lost.
always talk about this.
Such a good game.
I remember 2005.
For fuck's sake, here we go.
We were at Millennium Stadium one week and we lost to Chelsea. And then a week later we were at Istanbul and we were off the European Championship.
What about Tottenham? Al, have you seen any good matches from the Spurs?
Oh, let's see.
From the
Istanbul was
Chickens?
a terrible match. It was just a great result.
I watched both legs of the Inter Milan in the Champions League group stages. I remember watching. There was a play where Modric just flipped into the middle, just played in Van der Vaart, who just smashed it. Oh, goosebumps. And then obviously Gareth Bale just taking my icon to school was
Don't you just mean Tottenham at that level then?
just what?
Don't you just mean Gareth Bale, not Tottenham?
Oh yeah. They were still Tottenham back then, but before Gareth took over the world.
Before he became completely overhyped.
Or Bale Hotspur and Tottenham Hotspur.
He's, like, you look at tonight, and I keep saying, he's not actually that good. He's probably not even the best player at the club.
He did play pretty bad tonight.
He's quiet.
Players come in and out of form. It's what happens. I
Exactly.
mean, he has had a nice string of form, but you know.
Now he's
And the media
starting
just
to realise, like, oh
the
shit.
media just take hold of it. You know, I swear they're gonna latch on to something about bloody Andy Carroll next year, and they're gonna say that he's like the best player in the world. He's got 2 goals.
It'll be David Moyes for now.
Yeah, it's just I think Gareth, when Gareth moves in the summer, because I don't think Tottenham will make the Champions League, I think he'll be helped by being able to play on the left more and not have teams, double on him like they
I
do.
don't think he should be playing on the left.
Really, you like him where he plays now and
No,
the
but
whole
I like him on the
the
right.
whole role?
I like him on the right.
Eh,
I think
eh,
you go more of a ground pass, more of a vision, more of a see how to create a chance than a big loop into the box. And especially the way Tottenham play him. Any team I can see him go into, I don't think he can put in a big cross.
Yeah.
I don't think he should.
I mean, if he goes to Real Madrid, it'll be Ronaldo on the left, him on the right.
Yeah, I can
But
see that.
yeah, doesn't really make that much sense because they have Di Maria, who's probably one of the top in that position in the world. So it is what it is.
One thing I do like about Gareth Bale though is that he just played for like Wales, so it means that Wales have another decent player. I do like looking at all these international clubs and just saying, oh, I didn't know he played for them, and they're like a big name.
Yeah, like Jacko we were looking at the other day. He's in good for them.
Bosnia.
Thank you. Ivory Coast have a good team.
They do have a good team. You know, they've good. Those African teams just keep pumping out the talent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. And by Nyang is half Moroccan.
It'll be Qatar in a couple of years where they have like the best team in the world
Oh, yeah.
because they'll just be pumping out money into their youth system.
Yeah, they'll just be buying babies from other countries that, you know.
That's a great idea.
They'll be like Arsene Wenger. I'll have him.
Yes, I keep told they should they should at least do an advert on that somehow. They should have Wenger in a hospital looking at lots of babies going, yes, £20 million.
And then then you have the player in the future, and you got Arsene Wenger in like a wheelchair, just like yeah.
Roy Hodgson, like if he does not accept this call up, and you just see a baby that's like 2 months old in the media, like he does not like his country.
And you got a little Rogers as well.
Oh yeah, now we're on the football topic. I want to go ask you, who the hell is Little Rogers? Go ahead.
Well, I don't know what's his first name. It's like I'd have to go on Football Match to find out his name. But yeah, he's a youth player for Brighton, and he's been in trouble with the law a couple of times. There you go.
And
Does he have any kids?
we will-
Yeah, exactly. Little Rogers is his kid. He plays for the Brighton youth, but no, he doesn't.
we should I bet you anything, right, that we will be buying Tom Ince and Little Rogers for a combined total of £80.6 million in the summer.
The thing is, though, he could just bitch slap him and just say, "Come to Liverpool," right? Unless he's training to be a homo.
You've got to train for that, you know. You've got books and exams and degrees and things like that. You know,
He probably doesn't even go to university.
when I got out of homo school and they gave me my degree, it had a rainbow on the bottom, I felt proud of myself.
You haven't even finished school yet.
I said homo school, that's like 2 years when you're 9.
When you're 9 to 11 in secondary to primary school or elementary school, whatever the fuck it is in the
I am
States.
technically done with compulsory education in about 3 weeks though.
That's when you start college or your GCSEs.
No, that's when I finish my thesis.
I finished my GCSEs 4 days after I was 16.
I'll finish them 2 months before I'm 16.
Bloody hell. Are you like 16 in August then?
Yes.
I feel sorry for those people that were born in August,
Yeah.
like right at the start of the school year.
You see, and then I'm always the one that hates the people that are born in September. They're
Yeah,
the ones that are always exactly
the year older.
But I got my first GCSE on Monday. Sorry.
What did you get?
Hmm?
Oh, I know I'm taking out of you. Are you moving into your proper exams now?
Yes, the first proper exam, the first of the last exams is on Monday, and that's already.
Call me sad, but I remember starting my exams on May the 16th, and I finished them on June the 16th. That's the only reason why I remember them, because I started them on the same day of the month, and they did it on the same day of the next month.
I'm trying to think. What date is Monday?
What, next Monday? Have a look.
Tomorrow.
Like 13th.
The 13th.
Okay. So I'll start on the 13th of May and I'll finish on the 15th of June.
You end the day before I did.
My last exam is a chemistry exam.
My last exam was an IT exam,
You got
I
an
think.
exam?
Yeah.
I don't have an IT exam. I got
I
an A.
mine was the final year to do an IT exam.
I got RE on Monday and I got Welsh and catering on the same day next Wednesday.
Catering, you have to study that.
No, I chose that, unfortunately. 2 years of hell.
Wow, sounds like the food tech I did here.
Probably was, yeah, but it's the exam is more literally the catering industry. Where you go to restaurants and being eco-friendly.
That's when you get Al to help you, because he works at a restaurant.
Ow. Can I please beat up the people that make complaints?
I wish.
And then on Friday I've got a history exam, I think, and then the week.
Well, what history are you studying?
The last exam is on the USA, and half of it is on race issue, and half of it is on foreign policy.
I did mine on World War One and then the Cold War.
Yeah, I was in this. Half of our papers like on the Cold War.
Except the thing is, like, every time I do a history exam and I talk about Germany, I always want to talk about what happens if they won World War One. I did that in the first ever history paper I did in year 10. I got that comment saying this is incredibly interesting, but it's not what you're supposed to write about.
Well, if they didn't have to sign the Treaty of Versailles, they'd have to.
Yeah, and that will be alternate history after that.
How did you get off on that in an exam paper? What question was it?
No, it wasn't an exam paper, it was the first ever history paper I wrote as like a practice.
Fair enough.
But he said it's like good ideas in here, but that's not what you're supposed to write about. So
You know, I've got an idea for you. Run with it. I want you to pick up some sort of gameplay in the background that relates to world wars.
the Hearts of Iron.
Yeah,
There you
something
go.
like that. And then for an hour or two, I want to do a YouTube video talking about that.
I'll probably get someone to do it with
Oh, you
me.
should do a podcast. You should get a guest on.
I could probably get Red Nuts actually. He'd probably be enjoyed to do it.
You two could just do a solo podcast that week, if you
Do an alternate history.
Yeah. Or you could just do it as a one-off video, not a podcast. So.
Yeah, it could be. So, Al, your football history, where did it all start?
Ooh.
You've
I
asked Anna this.
Typical last time this.
just see. I used to watch. There's like one channel basically in the United States that you could watch Premier League games on, and we got it at my house. I was watching it. Yeah, Fox Soccer, and then Tottenham had It was when Tottenham had Berbatov and Keane, which was like probably one of the last actual striker partnerships in the Premier League.
The first time they had Keane, or the second?
The first time, yeah.
Ages ago.
Yeah, back when they wore those god-awful brown uniforms and had Didier Zakora running the midfield. So I would watch them, and then just kind of kept watching, and they seemed like a good team on the cusp of doing something. So
you invested £20 million into them?
yep. So that's how many uniforms I bought. You should see I've got at least 3 Roman Pavlyuchenkos.
Yeah, I have 3 in my room right now. Probably got 5 in a storage somewhere.
I have none.
Get a Brighton one and paint a rainbow on it.
The rainbow kit.
Oh,
I think stripes is close enough to a
they
rainbow.
really should do that. Next year in the Premier League, they should have a rainbow kit for Brighton.
Don't just take the piss.
Yeah, I
though,
know,
'cause
the
then don't
away
get
kit.
hit by all the gay
The
community.
away kit is white with a rainbow stripe in the middle. Perfect. Oh, that needs to happen. They need to they need to embrace it. They just need to accept it, and they need to be the gay club in the Premier League, and they need to be proud of it. And when they win the FA Cup, they should dedicate it to the gay people.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I was politically correct up until I said when they win the FA Cup, they should dedicate it to the gays. I think that's when I crossed the border from politically correct to
Win the FA Cup.
yeah. That's the big problem there, not the.
They almost did against United, which I spoke about earlier, but they lost 4-0 in the replay. Because that's back then when they did replays for the FA Cup final.
I think at the final they had a replay.
Yeah, back in the 80s. This is ages ago though. When I was even born, when none of us were even born.
Yo, Al, when does Tanner finish work?
And he'll be home from work in like 2 hours.
Okay, never mind.
Son of a bitch.
He's got his right back from Mexico, you know. You gotta give him a little break.
That's right.
He says he's the manager of this ski shop.
He's not a man.
He
He's
is.
the CEO. He runs the place from Mexico.
He should make this. He should make ski shop FC and just get all these Mexicans training to be good football players.
Brilliant idea. They should have Carlos Fierro leading the line. I love Fierro so much.
We still haven't seen Tanner's face.
No,
Like we've seen nearly everyone's from the round
You guys have
table.
never seen Tanner? You haven't
We've
even
never
looked
seen
him up on like Facebook?
oh,
He is
shit.
Facebook.
Yeah, he's on Facebook.
How do you,
Give us a link to his
just
Facebook.
one sec, I want to ask you to spell his name, but does his last name have 2 N's or 1?
Has 2.
Except I don't think my parents would appreciate me adding like a 22-year-old.
Oh, I think I'm gonna find it.
Oh,
I found his Twitter for definite.
here's a Twitter page.
It's Team
Funny, do you have Facebook?
Hoopstar. I do, but you're not seeing it.
Why?
You might be able to find it.
Why? Why, buddy? What's on your
It's my
Facebook?
personal Facebook, okay? This
Obviously,
is
I mean,
definitely him because he's.
I could just look you up. Oh, look, I already found you.
This is definitely him because he's likes PSUK.
I've already found you.
I tried.
I've already
I'm
found
trying to find his
you.
pictures now. There he is.
We have to type in this Callum Puddy, then there you
Yeah,
are.
no. This is
Well, my pictures of a dolphin, you can't miss me.
his photos of like a graduation of some kind.
Yeah, I think
Wait,
that was
send
his.
me-
I think that was his sister's high school graduation.
Send me his Twitter.
I'm on his Facebook.
Or his Facebook. Give me his Facebook.
One sec.
I don't think his Twitter. He pretty much just tweets out the links to his videos.
Oh, look, Puddy, look who just added you.
Bastard. This is supposed to be my personal Facebook.
He just added him into the bloody
Oh,
normal chat.
oh shit. I'm gonna remove that to make sure you clip the link.
I've clicked it. Oh god. Why is it all Farmville?
You does support Everton though. Oh god, that's pretty funny.
Why has he just got Farmville pictures on
I
there?
don't know, but he also likes Lil Wayne.
Yes,
Oh, Alex,
Tanner,
you have Alex, you have
Tanner
Facebook as
loves
well.
Lil Wayne.
You have Facebook as well, Alex. That's interesting.
I can't see any of his photos except that one, and I don't know which one he is. If he's the one in the yellow.
I can only
t-shirt.
see, I can only see his Farmville one.
I can see his profile picture, which has 2 females on it, and then a guy in a yellow t-shirt and a guy in a blue t-shirt.
You guys, what are these Farmville photos you're like? I don't see any Farmville photos on his Facebook page.
His Farmville character is exactly the same as mine
If
is.
you just click on his photos, all I get is Farmville photos.
Exactly, yeah.
Must be like really old because I don't think Tanner's played Farmville in 4 years.
It's probably because you're friends with him on it. I found your Facebook already. Yes, Puddy accepted me.
Yeah.
Tanner has a picture
Oh, wait,
of himself.
If I didn't accept you, you couldn't see my photos?
That must be why you can't see Tanner's stuff.
Damn it.
Now I can see your photos.
Damn it.
You're gonna really. There's this video of Tanner in his James Milner Aston Villa uniform that I think is really funny.
Puddy, you look like a pimp in one of your pictures.
Which picture?
It's like the guy with the tie, and then you're on the right, looking like a pimp.
Really? Oh, right,
Yeah.
okay.
Pimp that up.
Well, I am a tad bit of a pimp.
Tad bit of a
Oh,
pimp.
there's Ronald McDonald's in that picture. You literally before him.
On my Facebook, you just got a picture of a dolphin, because I can see on my face.
I'm just-
Except there are pictures of me at a party, I think. And then there's a picture of, yeah, there's a picture of, most pictures
There's a
Minecraft.
picture on my Facebook of my friends dressed as crayons.
Wow.
You should look for that.
There's a couple of pictures of me where this guy that I know in one of our classes, he was just like taking random pictures of everyone. I think I got caught up in like a couple.
Huh.
It was pretty funny. You'll have to see what Tanner looks like.
Alright, so we need to put in a quick word. Does anybody disagree that Alex Ferguson is the greatest manager of all time?
I bet you can find some Italians that would disagree.
I personally.
In the
Hmm?
in the modern era, I don't think you can really argue though. I mean, the stats speak for themselves.
I'm just going off FM's Hall of Fame, in which he is top.
It is all about the stats.
Well, it's not.
It is.
It's not all about the stats, because you could argue that guess Poyet has done a better job this year than Michael Laudrup.
Yeah, coming back to Brighton.
Okay, you could argue then that Steve Bruce has done a better job this year than Michael Laudrup.
Yeah, coming back to the championship.
Because
When Brighton.
Steve Bruce has got them into a fantastic position, can beat underdogs, but he's not going to get any stats for that. Michael Laudrup's got one trophy in this club.
Steve
Yeah,
Bruce
but
did a job.
yeah, that makes. I mean, that's a small sample, but if you're looking, I feel like stats really come into play when you bring in like the amount of time you're dealing with when it comes to Ferguson.
Oh yeah, no, like I said at the start, I think he's the best manager of all time, as a Liverpool fan. But I just think that I don't think stats. I'm playing devil's advocate, and I don't think stats are everything when you judge one manager to another one. But overall,
Yeah, I agree.
I think to define the greatest manager, I think it's probably their like win-loss ratio. Or win, draws, losses.
no, I don't think it's that either because you look at Martinez perhaps. I know you don't like him too much, but over the 3 years he's done a very good job, and his win-to-loss ratio is probably terrible.
Actually, I see your point. It's probably down to how they place the club.
I think for me, if you define a manager, it's what's their objective and how close did they get to that objective.
Or how quickly did they do it?
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah, and yeah,
Over Moyes then.
He'll do a
About what?
good job. How about Tanner's masturbation supposed partner?
What?
Yeah, David Moyes.
Oh, right, okay. that just turned weird.
I bet when Tanner's girlfriend is like, she puts a picture of David Moyes' mask on her.
Oh.
I doubt it goes to that. It's probably more of just like a Victor Nietzsche uniform.
On one side and then David Moyes on the other.
Yeah, it's. But,
He's gonna hate us.
He
for
is.
this.
he is gonna hate this so much that we talked
He's
about.
probably gonna hate you.
Yeah, he's like he'll never let me do this again.
You're a good guess, I have to say.
Only because we've now found Tanner's Facebook and Twitter.
No, I think you inputted throughout the entire podcast.
I don't know. Not as much as I don't have time for the games like Tanner does, but very
We
interesting.
should bring you on and see if you could have a proper discussion with that and Chris.
God.
I would love to talk to FM Chris, but he'd probably blow me out of the water because he'd
That's
know.
what he did to us.
You should just have 4 of us, me, you, Alan, Tanner, and then see if all of our knowledge together can come up with something.
I want to get you on when Japet's around.
Yes! Oh, we should do
Because he's a
that. Arsenal fan.
Arsenal fan.
So wait, we've got next week with Sean, then we got the London Derby special, and then after that we should have flipped the table.
Should do.
Schedule set.
We still got to get Tippecanoe to do that.
Well, he seems to have some other commitments on his hands lately, so I don't know if we more.
Yeah.
He hasn't been added to the round table.
He says he'll join when he sees an opportunity.
What does that mean? He's gonna.
When he sees some content he can produce, when he thinks he can add something to it.
Yeah.
Anyway, shameless whoring. Does anybody here have anything they'd like to shamelessly whore?
Nope.
Oh yeah, Tanner and I made this. We made a video of 50 goals with Marko Arnautovic. How fast we could score him in Ultimate Team.
That one
Should be
sounds-
out on. It should be up on Friday.
Friday, so it should be up by now. I'll ask him, and if it is up, it will be in the description.
It's not up right now. I know it's not coming out till Friday.
Yeah, but we upload the podcast on Sunday.
Can you unlist the video and send it to us?
Can I what?
Can you unlist the video and we can watch it like a pre-show?
No, I do not touch Tanner's computer.
Oh, so it's pretty much. He's probably got one of his guns like rigged up.
Yes, the AK-47 is probably the trigger is probably locked onto the enter key.
You're not as bad as my history teacher. He used to have an MP40 and a German World War II rifle in his cupboard.
You know,
Except he got really pissed off when we went in there one time.
have you got a video on the round table you'd like to pimp?
I haven't done any Fallout.
You'd like to pimp last week's podcast?
I would like to pimp last week's podcast.
Go ahead. What was it about?
It was about us talking about stuff
Who was on it?
with Alvin, me, you, and Japper
And Tanner.
and Tanner.
Don't forget about it. Anyway, with me, I finally come back from hiatus. Finally. So I should have Football Manager on Monday and Friday and Red Dead Redemption on Wednesday, as well as this podcast next week. Are we all good?
We are all good.
Alright, we'll see if we can have you on again with maybe Japet or Tanner or something. You should try and get Tanner's
Alright.
girlfriend to come on.
She'll never come on.
Which one day we're gonna do the Mrs. podcast. If we all get Mrs. one day, we'll let them have a podcast.
I will listen to that one.
So she'll never come on.
Never.
We'll see you guys
Apparently, last time there was domestic disturbance with laundry or something.
during the Civ 5 series. We will see you guys next week as long as none of us die. Hopefully Tanner will be with us next week. We're probably going to be recording on a different date because we have an interesting guest who has not a lot of free time on his hands. So, we will see you guys then.